Bomb threats continue to grip the aviation sector in India. In a latest development, 5 Indigo, 5 Akasa and 1 Air India Express and 1 Vistara flight were issued threats, in fact, today itself. A London-bound Vistara flight from Delhi was diverted to Frankfurt following a bomb threat. On the other hand, an Air India Express flight flying from Dubai to Jaipur with 189 passengers on board received a bomb threat via email. The plane landed at the Jodhpur International Airport at roughly 1:20 a.m. After a thorough check by the security forces, nothing suspicious was found. So far, over 15 threats have been received today itself. All right, so that's a massive, major development. Several threats coming in, but at least 20 flights from Indigo, Air India and other airlines are facing bomb scare. This is what reports are indicating. Since Saturday morning, more than 20 flights that have been operated by Indian Airlines have received these bomb threats. These airlines affected include Air India, Indigo, Akasa Air, Vistara, SpiceJet, Star Air and Alliance Air itself. Let's quickly go across to Yash Goyal, who's bringing us those latest inputs. Yash, with those threats now coming in for the benefit of all those passengers who are traveling today, can you quickly give us a sense of what is the security arrangement at the airports today?
Well, Akanksha, what happens is that there are no special arrangements which are actually made on a prior basis regarding this very situation. All the teams generally remain on a standby. Right. And once such call or a security threat is raised, then the bomb disposal squad, the concerned police, the nodal authority which is responsible to guard the airport, all then come into action, and then a proper action plan is derived, and then action is taken in this regard. So as of now, today, like you mentioned, we can say that over 15 flights have received such threats today itself. It includes Indigo, it includes Akasa, it includes SpiceJet as well, as of now what we are understanding. And this is something which is very worrying, which has come to the fore, because this is not stopping, Akanksha. It's been almost a week now since we are seeing this situation, and in fact it is getting worse day by day, affecting both the flyers and also the airlines.
It's bound to affect the flyers and the airlines, and I'm sure that, you know, when flights receive such bomb threats, there is bound to be a certain degree of panic also as far as airports is concerned, also leading to greater delay for other passengers who are perhaps in waiting. But having said that, let's also talk about how the Aviation Ministry has been trying to address this matter, because remember, Aviation Minister Naidu also talked about how the Aviation Ministry is going to be addressing this, and there will be rules and regulations which will perhaps be revamped. They are in talks with the Law and Home Ministry as well.
Yes, absolutely, Akanksha. So a well-derived SOPs probably is the need of the hour in this very situation, because one thing is clear, that authorities in such sensitive matter, they cannot ignore any such call, and in fact they have to go through a proper check where once this call is received. And in these cases, we are witnessing that almost all calls were hoax, but because of those laid the laid SOPs in this matter, the entire chain gets affected because of those. So the need of the hour as of now, Akanksha, is to actually derive a well laid out plan exactly how the airline should respond to this very menace, because we have heard from our sources that DGC and other nodal authorities have maintained in front of the government that it is not possible for every flight to be grounded once such threat is made, because the entire ecosystem gets disrupted. But on the other hand, if we look at this is something which nobody could take chances upon, because this is a very sensitive matter. In fact, a mid-flight scare is something which actually just imagine, Akanksha, you traveling somewhere, and in fact anyone traveling somewhere, and they get to know that something like this happens, what happens to their mind is also very important to look at. So what we are waiting for this investigation to complete. After that, a detailed report will be submitted to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and then we are expecting that a detailed updation of these very SOPs which are currently in place.
Absolutely. Indeed, a very disturbing development over there. Just over 15 flights receiving bomb threats only today. To, in fact, give you a bird's eye view of how many flights have received bomb threats in the last few days, close to 40, amounting to losses worth 80 crore rupees. Many thanks to you, Yash Goyal, for bringing all those inputs.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.